I apologize if I offend anybody with this song.
I'm offended already.
Goodbye, Don. Goodbye, Don. I can't believe you're gone, but I saw you walk across the White House lawn. Goodbye, Don. Goodbye, Don. We had you for fall, but we don't want to see your face no more. Hello, Ramble. Hello, Cass. Well, we're here at last, and now we're gonna have a fucking blast. Hello, Ramble, and hello, Cass.
That might have been your best one yet, and for the 50% didn't like it, that was your worst.
Exactly.
More like 48%.
Well, 48%, yeah.
What a day. Sorry. I'm excited.
Yeah. What a day.
I know my life changed. It was incredible. The change was amazing.
What it felt like was America took a big, gigantic shit, and there's just that feeling afterwards where you're just like, whew, okay. All right, gotta catch my breath.
But sometimes you think you're okay, and then it's not done.
Well, we need a bidet the size of a fire hose to make sure that we don't have any Klingons.
Super, super cold day in D.C. today. It's like minus 45.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've heard that joke about 1,000 times. That's good.
Oh, thanks. Any other good Twitter ones you know about?
Yeah, Cory Booker posted that one when he was posing with Ahsoka. It's weird.
I saw that. Yeah,
I'm just loving the Bernie Sanders memes.
Oh, Bernie wins.
They're so good. They're so good.
Bernie.
Oh God, Bernie.
Well,
it's multiple memes too, not just the one where he's sitting there with just kind of
should have been me. Should have been me.
but the other one where he's got the envelope under his arm, like what's
in that envelope?
Cash. The one that what's his name? Ryan Johnson posted. Someone superimposed the text on it. It says there's script for Knives Out 2 because he's wearing like the sweater mittens and shit.
Well, I think maybe it was Cash since he dropped out and didn't,
There was one image where it looked like he had a check in his hand, and he had it looked like he was business. And
well, to be fair to Bernie, he's what 105. Coronavirus is still going strong. He's got to stay away from everybody.
The best one I think was just the honest truth. It shows him like with like his notepad and like some stuff in his hands, and they're like, looks like Bernie was like doing errands, but you know what? I'll stop by Joe's little thing he's got, on the way to get the groceries.
I remember one thing is the inaugural was on his to-do list, but it wasn't the only thing Bernie's got to do today.
Wrap this up.
Gotta get shit done, man. So, and can I just say that like I was fine. Like I'm not like I didn't cry when Luke Skywalker appeared at the end of whatever things he might appear in.
You welled up,
lying bitch. You cried like a baby.
Yeah.
I didn't cry like through this whole thing.
You were fully erect,
I just want to say that when Garth Brooks got me, and I have no idea what you said, but Garth Brooks. Singing "Amazing Grace" today a cappella is what got to me. Just
former Padre,
amazing voice, and I'm not like a Garth Brooks guy. Like I don't own any Garth Brooks.
I thought they were pressuring
it just
him
was
not,
amazing.
I thought there was pressure for him not to be there.
Why?
Yeah, because there was something about his songs or the fact that people thought he might have voted for Trump.
Well, Jill Biden's the one that Jill Biden is the one that requested.
Hey, look! I'm just saying the people all the people who were making those jokes today were so funny. Sure, we heard it 1,000 times and heard it on this podcast. They didn't. they were ones protesting because the minute they think you're red. Anyway, but that was the thing with Garth Brooks. When I heard he was there, I only watched bits and pieces of it.
Well, there was a funny moment, and I have
grandkids, so
I know we tend to not dive into politics, but today's a big day. There was a really funny moment, though, after Biden gave his speech where he walked over and shook hands with Obama, and then he makes a beeline straight to Bush and almost kind of elbows the Clintons out of his way. And then he's walking back past the Clintons.
Well, he was trying to wake Bill up.
No, Bill did legitimately fall asleep, and Biden should have totally just shunned him. But he's walking back past Bill, and Bill's the one that's grabs his shoulder. And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm here. I made it." It was pretty funny because I
didn't see that part. No.
Yeah, he totally walked past the Clintons to talk to the Bushes and the Obamas. Just completely forgot about that time period. It's like we're the 21st century presidents. You can just stay back there.
You're an old timer.
Yeah.
And Carter wasn't there, right? Carter
was not there.
He's like 110, right? No.
I'd be almost fearful for him though, because it's just being cold and yeah.
Well, it was 45, below 45, right?
Well, didn't he just break his hip recently or something too?
I know he was hospitalized.
Building a house.
Something.
Yeah.
He slipped on a
while building a house.
He's 96 years old.
Okay.
He's awesome. So just 2 years older than Dick Van Dyke. So I don't know why I know these things.
Dick Van Dyke is a machine, man. That guy just doesn't.
It's just like Betty White just turned 99.
Betty White, 99.
Yeah.
And our favorite James Earl Jones turned 90.
I can't believe that. I said, whoa! I saw it at 90. But I guess that's true. He was old when he did the voice in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And Field of Dreams.
You look at him in and Dr. Strangelove. He's clearly in his late 30s or maybe 40s then.
And Roots. He was in the second part, right?
Side note about him, though. Do you think Lucasfilm is like, okay, we need James Earl Jones to just come in here and read the dictionary.
To record everything.
like just in case he dies, we need every word that's ever uttered in the human language. So we can have him, for Darth Vader.
Dolly Parton turned 75 today. She looks pretty good for 75. Got to give her credit.
Damn good for 75.
Well, but she's had a lot of work, and she did it proudly. Yeah, she's probably
she's had a lot of work
at the moment.
She's currently immune to botulism from the amount of Botox that she's had.
It works because a lot of people it doesn't work on them. You look at. I don't want to point people out, Meg Ryan. Stuff that just.
Or what about Donald Jr.'s girlfriend, wife, wherever she is?
Oh,
the one that screams.
Gifford or not Gifford.
Not Gifford.
She was an old host.
Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Kimberly Guilfoyle. I knew it was a Gill something.
Yeah. No, she was married to the governor of New York. I'm not governor of California before, Gavin Newsom.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about a swing of the pendulum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll say though today, one of my favorite parts of the inauguration was that poem that Amanda, I forgot her last name, but holy crap, that was just an amazing read. And what's even more interesting about it is that she was only halfway done with it on the day of the insurrection, the riots. So she had to she pivoted the back half of that poem after that day, which is it's actually kind of amazing to see. And I took a read of it. So somebody posted the manuscript of it, and it's just really cool to kind of see the transition from beginning to the end. It's amazing.
Yeah, and an amazing connection too with Maya Angelou. So,
for sure.
Yeah, it was her poem and then the singing
dude, how about Lady Gaga? Hold on a second. Lady Gaga, dude, the national anthem. That was one of the best national anthems I've ever heard.
She's got the chops.
But the thing that's so amazingly pure about that is that you could tell she was nervous as fuck. And as somebody who is as much of a performer as she is, to having her be humbled and nervous for that was amazing, and she.
Well, I think
thought that was the Hunger Games.
I think.
I thought that was the Hunger Games trailer.
If you sing into a gold mic, it's pretty much guaranteed.
I think most singers are nervous when they're doing the national anthem. That's what I've heard. They just
it's a hard song, yeah.
Because it's a hard song. Plus, if you butcher it, you're screwed for life.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be thought of as Roseanne Barr.
Like I say, like Roseanne Barr.
She didn't even try.
I mean, the thing after Whitney, like you might as well just give up. I mean, no one can beat Whitney Houston's version, in my opinion.
No.
So, just like you're always going for second after that.
It is tough. I mean,
that's why she didn't mess around with that outfit. So did she have she had more outfit changes than Princess Leia in Star Wars, right? Like she had this white outfit earlier in the day, and then she went to the red. What
was the bird? What was the bird? Was it a dove?
Did it just pop
out? Carrying an olive branch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She should have went with the meat dress again. I think that would have been cool.
So Nick just sent over the best Bernie Sanders Photoshop yet.
Yes, I did.
And to everybody?
Oh, I sent to the owner bird. I'll send it to you, Jack. Sorry.
Yeah. Just way to cut Jack out. It's just,
fuck Jack.
It's so good. It's fantastic.
I liked the one where he was one of the
my phone's over there.
The dead Kennedys.
No, it was one of the Muppets.
I've seen that one.
Statler and Waldorf. He's like one.
Oh,
of
one of the grumpy guys.
Yeah. So, and speaking of the Muppets, did you guys hear the news? Coming to Disney Plus, the original first 5 seasons. Of
you're gonna hate it because it's outdated.
I have copies of it on VHS right within arm's reach.
When was the last time you watched it?
Okay.
Rest my case.
Fuck you, Jack. Fuck you. I know Joe Biden talked about unity, but fuck you and anti-Muppet hate. You know what I mean?
I don't hate the Muppets. I was 50 when it came on, so it was like no big deal. But
I'll be happy when they finally do Indiana Jones.
The young Indiana Jones when they finally
when Disney finally says we're going to put the young Indiana Jones up, then I'll be happy.
They'll do that when the new Indiana Jones movie comes out. They'll do it as kind of.
So they're really doing a new one after the last one was so bad.
They do. They need to end on a positive note. I mean, the fourth one, I don't even acknowledge it. It's so bad.
Is Harrison Ford in it? Are they CGI?
He's in it, but he's gonna also have a Jar Jar Binks robot that basically just has his head on him.
Okay,
they'll green screen his entire head.
Because he's probably older than Sean Connery was when he played his dad, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. Because Harrison Ford's 90 now, isn't he? He's the
sad thing about the Indiana Jones is that it was perfect with the trilogy, and then they fucked it up, and now it's they're just fucking a dead corpse. It's just
like Ed. Nothing like a podcast where you share memes.
Well, to bring a little bit of nerd into the Indiana Jones conversation real quick, Bethesda Games, the makers of Fallout in many large games. Jack has no idea what I'm talking about.
Exactly. He's right with you.
A teaser trailer for their next project, and that is an Indiana Jones video game. Nobody gives a shit. But
sorry, I was reading the things.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Bernie Sanders.
I was listening, but I didn't want to be the first one to make a reaction because it was supposed to be bad. I didn't want to because I didn't know. So I was waiting for Matt. I was going with Matt, and Matt.
I'm lost in Bernie Sanders memes right now.
Well, I'm glad that Indiana Jones is coming back. You know what's not coming back? Phillip Rivers.
Mean.
That's too crual.
I mean, he's already cried once today. You don't want to make him cry again.
Actually, I said, well, fuck, I don't have a team to root for now again. Back on the streets. But
root for the Browns.
But to me, it was more than that because he's the last connection, the great player that played with San Diego Chargers. He's I guess Keenan Allen could be one, but Keenan Allen was happy to go to LA. he kind of pissed on the fans. Well, when he was drafted, Keenan Allen put on a Raiders hat when he was drafted by the Chargers, and people just were like, "You stupid fuck." Well, I guess he didn't know, but still, why would you put on a Raiders hat and not a Charger hat when you were drafted by the Chargers? But Keenan Allen, great player, great underrated receiver, but he'll probably go in the Hall of Fame. But he'll. But I give Rivers credit though. When Rivers he called a local writer in San Diego to leak the news out. He didn't go to L.A. and he thanked the fans of San Diego and not the fans of L.A.
Yeah, it's classy.
So, I mean, he didn't bash. He just said, "I'd like to thank the fans of San Diego and all the fans around the world for your boos and cheers." So, I mean, he's just a class guy. But I thought he'd come back one more season because I think the Colts are this close to
being in the playoffs.
No, I think they could take they could take it to the next level. But yeah. They're further ahead than the Patriots.
They are. My team sucks, and it just you have to get to the point where you can just accept the fact that your team, like the Patriots, fell from grace.
I accepted that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you knew it was coming. It was bound to happen.
Oh, and we went. The worst is that we went from such a high point and just fell off the face of the earth.
Well, they have a lot of cap space though.
Yeah. It's going to take at least 5 years to build the team back.
Now, the Saints are $110 million over the cap, and the cap's going to be lowered.
Oh, wow.
So they're in cap hell, and it looks like Drew Brees is last. You could have Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger could be gone. Who knows if Brady will come back next year? You don't know.
Brady's not gone.
If he wins the Super Bowl, why would he come back? I mean, I know he hasn't taken a lot of hits over the years, but
when was the last time a Super Bowl winning quarterback retired the year after they won the Super Bowl?
Elway.
Was it John?
I thought it was Manning. I think once Manning got that.
I thought Elway retired after his second one.
I mean, he did, but he's saying the last one that did it, which would be Manning.
Okay.
Yeah,
because people think Elway was a great quarterback.
He was,
but he didn't win a Super Bowl until the end of his career.
Well, that's why he kept going because he wanted to get one. Because he should have retired before that, but he just like I said, we've talked about it before. Like what's Dan Marino's the only quarterback I really, really feel sorry for. Because he had his shot like his rookie or second year, and then
that was it.
Yeah,
and so did Rivers. If it weren't for the Patriots.
Yeah. So if it weren't for the Chargers making mistakes, the Patriots didn't really beat the Chargers in those games. It was the Chargers beating themselves.
There you go. Well, Ed Smith is saying that Chris laughs now until Brady goes into the Hall of Fame with a Tampa Bay hat.
There's no way
he would never do that.
No way.
I like Ed's thing. The Padres should sign Rivers for 1 day so he can retire in San Diego. I like that. I like that a lot. So, and the moves the Padres are making.
I just wanted to make a quick point about the inauguration. I got the inauguration concert in one window and you guys in the other. And you want to talk
so you're paying attention to us.
Yeah. If you want to talk about the Hunger Games, Katy Perry looks like she's about to go and be, what do you call it? I'm the
forever in your. Is she like full?
When they volunteer, where they say I'm the whatever.
The
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, she's about to go into the Hunger Games right now.
Okay, so. Well, I'll have to catch that.
I just noticed you're Bernie Sanders. That's nice.
And that guy, they both won't die. So they're in.
And there's the one the famous picture when they're building the Empire State Building with the guys on the construction team. There's one he's sitting on the end. It's like that's a good one too.
Hey, I'm looking at Bernie's mask. It's not level. It's on one side of his face. It's on the left side of his face.
No, it was very windy.
What were the winds like? 45 miles per hour.
It blew out at 45 miles per hour.
Okay, all right, there we go.
So.
Speaking of blowing out, dude, let me just tell you something else. I'm doing like a 3-day cleanse.
That's where I thought you were going. I was like, is he going there?
Yeah.
He is going there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait,
I'm doing a 3-day cleanse, right?
No wonder you're so No wonder you're so edgy today.
Oh my god, you have no idea. I'm so hungry.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little cranky, a little bitter?
I'm super cranky. So I did the Beachbody 3-day for refresh. It's called.
Where's the beach
just to kind of. What's that?
So where's the beach body?
Yeah, I'm getting there. No.
Well, he can go to the beach now. No one's there, so he can take off his shirt.
So I'm doing this as like a kind of like a kickstart to just better eating and more exercise and lose some weight. I've done it before I did a diet in the past, but obviously you know how diets work. But this thing works. I dropped 8 pounds in 2 days. Nice. And yeah, but it's all like water weight that you lose and kind of flush everything out.
Bounce back, yeah.
Hence the blowout, you know. I've just been. This good thing is there's a bathroom right behind me, so I might mysteriously leave the podcast and come back.
Don't take the mic.
You never mute yourself. Yeah,
I'll definitely mute it.
You're looking like Bernie.
We'll get talking to Jack about corn again.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm on a mission to lose a total of 40 pounds.
Oh wow!
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's a.
My resolution of being healthy for myself and to be healthy for my family.
Yeah, I said the same thing, but I put on like 2 pounds since the first of the year.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Maybe it's all that French you're learning.
It could be, yes.
Did y'all say where our friend Jamie down in North Carolina has lost 168 pounds?
Damn, yeah, he looks good, man.
He does.
Wow.
It's like you can't recognize him.
No, he does.
Yeah. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Chris Dorn asked if Rivers gets in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, without question.
Oh, of course he will.
Yeah, he's got the numbers. He was Spanos for so long, so he got screwed by he no one screwed him over more than Eli Manning when Eli Manning said, "I'm not playing for those guys." And Rivers said, "Gosh darn it, golly, I'll go play for him." And should have ran the other way, Rivers.
That was when the legend began.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, totally off topic. I sent you guys a video. I know Chris watched it because I put him in the name. There was a nice comparison of Willy Wonka with, why am I forgetting the name of it? Snowpiercer. Did you guys watch it? I know Chris did.
I watched some of it.
Yeah, it was a nice theory that the movie Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Until you watch it, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're like, that makes total sense.
So they're making a prequel to Willy Wonka.
I saw that.
The cockroaches are the everlasting gobstoppers, right?
No.
Because cockroaches don't die.
Yeah, no, but they did mention something about the gobstoppers, but I forgot what it was.
I thought it was cockroaches. Maybe I was just assuming that because, the gobstoppers, you can suck on them forever. And I guess the same thing with a cockroach, right?
Well, for anyone out there, I do just Google it, like Willy Wonka. I mean, Snowpiercer sequel to Willy Wonka. It's a YouTube video. I think it's like 16 minutes long. It's really interesting. And that, I forget what his name is, Wilson or whatever, the guy who invents the train is, why am I forgetting his name? Charlie. He's Charlie from Willy Wonka, and he adopts the W symbol from Willy, and that's why it's a W in Snowpiercer. And it's just like, holy crap, it's the same kind of concept, but just in a dark way.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I did watch it. Because I'm like, how are they going to make this work? I go, not bad.
Yeah.
So I did finish Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you guys think of the ending of the season?
Well, it's left. Spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it. Cliffhanger, obviously.
Yeah.
I think they have to do it because they got to be running out of story, right?
Well, I believe it got greenlit for another 2 seasons.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, though, how much more can they do on this? I mean, they can't go on. This thing can't go on for 10 years. There's no
Ralph
way.
Macchio has said it's going to be 6 because he's one of the producers. So is Will Smith. It's going to be 6 seasons. Because you could still introduce the bad boy for number 3 because you already see what you're going to bring in his friend from number 3 as well. They're going to have a lot of friction in season 4 with the way that it ends in season 3 because I don't see it really working, but it could. A lot of growing pains are going to be in season 4.
Well, I think the two people are going to fight are going to be Tori and Sam.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's going to be for the whoever wins gets the dojo, but I think it's going to come down to Tori and Sam.
Yeah,
because Sam has the same. She was like what Danielson was in the third one where he's afraid. I'm afraid. Do this, Daniel.
And she busted out the old
losing tournament. Okay, losing tournament. Okay, not losing. In mind.
You can beat him.
That's number 3. Yeah. No, number 2. That's the funniest one. We already talked about it. Number 2. The ending of the second movie, where like you see the whole crane thing. You see the whole thing, and then the drum technique. But at the end of the movie, it's only shot from like here up, so you literally just see his shoulders move. So he just uses the bitch slap technique because that's all he does. It's like, what about this guy was his best student? He can't defend against the bitch slap technique.
But it worked because it was unorthodox. That's why he won with the crank because it's not something. He's like the guy's there going, "What? What are you doing here? Live or die, man! Live or die, dude."
I died though in season 3 though because one of the corniest and funniest things in number 2, the movie number 2, is the girl that just stays up on the tower with the bell, and you just hear her just nonstop scream, and then they bring her back to that cameo. I was like, oh my god, they brought the bell girl back.
Yep,
it's the real bell girl.
50.
Old. Hey, she saved the day.
I love there's a bunch of references they make to pop culture and the people talking about the show. Like he actually does mention Danielson does mention in the show, he was like, I'm the age now that Mr. Miyagi was, and that's like the ongoing joke is like, oh, Ralph Macchio is as old as Miyagi was when he did the first movie.
Did you think his wife was pretty understanding? I mean, he was hanging out with 2 ex-girlfriends. In the same,
well, I mean, you did see at the dinner party. She knows. She's like 2 hugs. He's like, oh, there's plenty left.
Tank.
Yeah, there's still more in the tank. So yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna be thinking of her?
So what?
Right? Am I right? What was that? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But that was an interesting dynamic. I was like, well, what's going to happen here with Allie? Is Allie coming in to be the home wrecker of the season?
You're on mute, Matt. Oh, he
doesn't want to hear.
That's right.
He puts an ear pod every now and then to see if we're talking about Cobra
I'm sorry,
Kai.
Matt. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize he hadn't seen it. Well,
I thought
he wrote in the side over there that he hasn't finished it yet, so he's going to tune out.
Okay. Sorry, Matt.
I'm sorry, dude.
Stop watching fucking Bugs Bunny and finish the goddamn Cobra Kai.
I can't believe the aliens came down and took over the dojo. It's insane. Like we never saw that coming.
Well, Chris, that's what he is. He's an alien. So
how are you guys going to talk about this show? And there's aliens involved in this season?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's no longer at Cobra Kai.
You didn't finish it?
Alien Kai.
I have not finished it yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was. That's why I checked out there. I know you didn't notice that I was gone.
I noticed.
We all noticed, but no, I don't think anyone cared.
Okay. No one noticed when he lost his eyeballs for a minute either.
I noticed that. I thought, what the hell is he doing?
Just tape.
Yeah, you were in perfect sync there with Bernie for a little while.
I got to the part in the boys with the big dick.
What?
I got to the part of the boys with the big dick. I'm not going to spoil anybody.
That was the most fucked up scene of that.
Yeah, because he's like, and of course, Frenchie, what's the big deal? I did the same way. Is that? Oh my God, no!
The boys.
The boys, yeah.
Yeah, like Chris and I talked about that when we, because you can't forget that scene when you're gotcha.
That show. And I don't. This is like the ADD TV review segment, but jumping over to the boys real quick. Like that show, every single week, there's somebody in the creative writing studio. It's like, okay, well, we have to fucking do something as crazy as we did last week, or crazier, and they do every single episode. Something happens, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, supposedly, there's a small article that in the third season they're introducing a character, another superhero that is. They're going to address superhero ejaculate.
Oh,
and what it could potentially do, because you know how we've always talked, well, not us, but like you know how the theory about what if Superman had sex, like the sperm would just bust right through you. That's what they're going to experiment.
Oh, interesting.
In season 3
so killed by shooting sperm.
Yeah,
answering the questions we always debated.
They have to bring in Mallrats if they do that. Like they have to do like a cameo of the character of what's his name, TS from Mallrats. Not TS. What TS?
You know, I'm just getting word that we have to give a cameo to some ads,
like a shotgun right through her back. The only thing you thought would be a kryptonite condom, but that would kill him.
Exactly.
Speaking of superheroes and some feedback we got, I wanted to go ahead and read this email that we got.
Yes, glad you remembered. Yes, I'm not a fan of it. I think Jack wrote it, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we got an email. It says feedback, Wonder Woman 84 and other stuff.
Oh, so it's not the email then.
Oh, well, there's another. We actually have 2 emails. Wow. So I guess when we go away for like 3 weeks, we get more email.
People off.
Maybe we'll see at the end of this. So the first email is from Maggie. She writes, "Hey Jack, Jack, Nick, Matt, and Chris.
Oh, I was first.
Yeah, she put you first. I must have missed you guys. I've got a long email head. I'm sorry, Maggie. I'm already butchering it. I bet Matt gets interrupted at least 5 times while reading this. No, I'm going to interrupt it myself, Maggie. I have to disagree with you on Wonder Woman 84. While it is no way as good as the first Wonder Woman movie, it is not an awful movie. The 4 main characters are amazing. It looks like the 80s. I feel like it was about 20 minutes too long, and having 2 villains was a challenge because neither got enough screen time. I liked the villains. Chris said he didn't know of anyone who liked it. I liked it. I liked it.
That is literally the first positive review I've heard of this movie.
I just repeated that one.
Chris says, to be fair to Chris, he said, I have not seen it, but I have not heard anyone give it a positive review.
Okay, well, here.
Well, she's incorrect now because she likes it.
She does have some more comments. So she says, "Was it the best movie ever? No. Was it the worst? No. It was a middle of the road movie. I wanted it to be as good as the first one, and it wasn't. But few movies are. So she kind of gave it a mixed review as just being a lot more positive than what we were on it. So as for selling Girl Scout cookies, I agree with Nick. If the kid asks me, I will buy from them. If the parent asks or it's on Facebook, I'm probably not going to buy them. I spent too many weekends at cookie booths growing up. I was made to ask adults myself if they wanted to buy Girl Scout cookies. Adults didn't do it for me. I understand that this year is different, though.
True.
And
good props there, Mag.
Jack asked what the Girl Scouts use the money for. The money is used to pay for drugs. Nope, that's not what it says. It's used to pay for.
Wow, I got to get the Girl Scouts.
It's used to pay for rent at Trump properties. No, sorry, that's a.
I got my heroin patch.
It's used for trips, activities, meetings, supplies, patches, and uniforms. Some does pay for the salaries of the higher ups. From a current Girl Scout,
I'm sure they're making some coin though. The higher ups.
I wouldn't say so. I have a friend who works for the Girl Scouts and
higher up.
Higher up, yes. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of Girl Scouts, at least for the adults that lead troop meetings, I know they're putting in that time.
I know they're volunteers. Yeah.
So, there's a lot of volunteer that comes from it. So,
it's just like a little league coach or Pop Warner coach.
Yeah, totally. So, also for Jack, if you are going to learn a language, I would use Duolingo. Too late, Maggie. I already sent him a link.
I'm on it.
It's an app. I've been using it to learn Spanish for over a year. I pay for the unlimited because I have trouble spelling in English, so I'm also not a great speller in Spanish. Makes sense.
Yeah, I've been ever since you sent me the link, I've been using it, and it's helping a little bit. I'm starting to remember things because it's every day. It's the same thing.
And it reminds you, it's like, it is kind of annoying for an app to be like, hey, you need to do it today. But even just putting in 5 or 10 minutes, like a day.
Usually when I'm outside watching my granddaughter or grandkids, I go on it. And
yeah.
I'm so happy when I get the sentences right.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yes. Me too, especially with the Japanese sentence structure, because it's always a little bit backwards, and I'm always trying to figure out what words are the connecting words. So, but it has kept me like studying a lot longer than I think what most apps would. So,
it's like I said, it's just absorbing it and having it stay there where I can,
You know what? There are days in which it clicks with me because I've been studying or I've been doing it for a couple days in a row, and I'll be practicing a few of the tests or something, and then all of a sudden it's like, I think I understand this, and it's like I'm on the precipice of something, and then I get lazy, and then I slide back a little bit. So but I don't know.
My wife, she gets mad because she remembers something, and then I'll butcher it. She goes, "Now you got me fucking doing it."
Well,
and I got to start watching my language because I sent you the video of my granddaughter saying "God damn it."
Yeah, that's good.
And I know where she got it from. She got it from me because I say "God damn it" all the time. I mean, just "God damn it" when I'm mad or something like that. Get frustrated. Well, today she's trying to put on her boots. I go, "All right, let's get dressed and you can go on a walk." And she's trying to put on her boots. And she's like, "God damn it! God damn it! God damn it!" And I'm laughing. I think it's the funniest thing. And everyone goes, "You can't laugh at her." I go, look, when a 2.5-year-old is saying, "God damn it," she knows why. She knows it's what it's what the phrase is for. And I apologize to anyone who's really religious. I get it, but it's one of those things I've said for a long time.
That's what makes it funny is that she's using it in the right context. Right. She's trying to open up those Lunchables, like, God damn it,
crazy, frustrated.
I'm not done with Maggie's email here.
So I'm sorry. Sorry, Maggie.
I'll go back to Maggie's.
Finish the email.
But side note though about cussing though, there's a show on Netflix about like the history of swear words or something like that. My wife has been watching it and digesting it and then regurgitating it back to me, all of these cool facts about the history of cuss words, or swear words. So worth checking out though, especially as it relates to like something like the word damn and how it was like a curse. I mean, a long time ago. That's why damn was such a big deal, and now it's just lost any importance as far as meaning.
Damn is not a big deal anymore,
right? But at one point in time, people thought that it was you were actually casting a spell to damn something to hell. Now,
when I was a kid, you used the word "damn." You got soap in your mouth.
I mean, the first cuss word in cinema, was "damn," and the producers of Gone with the Wind had to pay a ridiculous amount of money at the time just for that one swear word to be put in the movie.
I told my mom, I'm talking about the Hoover Dam.
Well, apparently there's some other swear word that dates back, as far as damn, where it was another kind of like to say God's bones or something like that was like that was like you might as well said fucking cunt back then. It was just like, it was that powerful of to say God's bones. It was just like, oh my gosh, don't talk about that.
I've never even heard of that.
I know, to the God's bones truth. Anyway, to finish up Maggie, I hope you enjoyed that sidebar there. You were right. We interrupted you multiple times. The one thing I will say about the January 6th events at the Capitol, I am enraged that the members of Congress didn't know what to do in an emergency situation requiring a lockdown. I have to teach 3-year-olds what to do if someone with a gun enters my school. We have lockdown drills at least twice a year. Why doesn't Congress know how to do this? There was a tweet going around that Pelosi said her young staffers know to barricade the door, turn off the lights, and be silent because they learned it in school. Children know what to do better than members of Congress. So
could it be that they're just out of touch?
Well,
I'm just saying.
You live in an ivory tower.
In a sense, they think they're invincible, right? I mean, who's going to penetrate the walls of the Capitol?
Well, we saw.
But you could see the things.
Just to finish Maggie's email here, she has one last thing.
She says, "Jesus, Maggie."
She says, "Y'all should get a voicemail line so I can call in a voicemail, and you won't have to read this long email." Well,
think about it. We got 2 emails in like 6 months. You know, how many phone calls we're going to get?
Well, you can call. Well, we can set. We can't play it, but you can.
That's right. That's why we don't have.
We don't have a mixer.
To the God's own truth.
I'll tell you though, to Maggie's point about the Pelosi staffers. So they're kind of the unsung heroes. You don't hear about this that much. They're like almost the unsung heroes of that night. Because not only do they know how to handle themselves because of their education that was like 3 years prior to their internship, they also had the mental fortitude to grab the certification letters and those leather binders and take them with them back to their safe room wherever they went to. Because could you imagine if those letters of certification remained on the desk and those guys all came in? It would be. I mean, granted, obviously they can get them, reprinted or whatever. But like, could you imagine just what that would look like if those people came into the hall and those are on the desk?
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
You even had Republican staffers barricading and doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Because people were terrified. They was like,
right,
what's going on?
Well,
I'm sure they have a safe place, don't they? A safe room for the senators in Congress for. I mean, they would have to be.
They never said. They just said.
Well, they're not going to tell us that. Right. They don't want us to know.
Well, if you are a representative like Warren Bobart or whatever fuck her name is, she might tweet it out in case the people are looking for them during the events. But whatever. Should we read the other
email, Maggie? Thanks.
Yeah. Go ahead.
One thing I wanted to say before we went to the next email, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Going back to goddamn it. Like, I don't think I ever told you this story. Like, so one of the first memories I have of me getting my ass whooped by my parents for no reason was my dad's initials are GD.
Oh.
And he had a suitcase that was like, when I was little, was perfect for like a child. And it had GD written on it. So I'm this kid, and I'm looking for that suitcase, and I'm like walking up to my mom and dad going, "Have you guys seen the GD suitcase?" And they're looking at me like, "What? What did you say?" And I'm like, "Have you seen the GD suitcase?" And like, they can't believe a child is talking to them this way. And I'm like, "Say it again. Have you seen the GD suitcase?" Followed by the old belt sound. Like,
that's funny.
I don't think I ever got in trouble. Well, I got the mom guilt trip for saying "screw you" or screw off or like something dealing with it. No. I didn't say it to her, but I got caught saying it. But I never got in serious repercussions for.
I get now from my grandkids when I say, "Oh, that's just stupid." You can't say that. I go, what? Stupid. Oh, that's right. I forgot it's a bad word. I'm not saying anybody's stupid. I said that's just stupid. Jeez.
I can't say stupid. God damn it.
God damn it.
I remember I got my mouth washed out with soap for calling my sister a pig.
Oh. Well.
And that was during the turbulent 60s, and, pops, and, you call it. But I just remember it and scrape the soap. Leave it there.
I got my mouth washed out with soap because I called my brother a whore. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, I know. That was my question. Well,
I meant it like he was being a jerk. I didn't know at the time what it meant, but I remember it clear as day because we're in the car. And I called it. I'm like, you're a whore.
At least you didn't call him a son of a whore.
And my brother's like, did you guys hear that? Like, did you hear that? And I remember my parents had a moment where they looked at each other and they had that moment like, do we laugh or do we get mad? And my dad was smiling and my mom was smiling. So I'll never forget that moment. But then when we got home, I definitely got my mouth washed out with soap.
I can remember being in third grade and someone come up to me, hey, such and such just flipped the bird. I go, really? And I spent the whole day trying to figure out how he caught the bird.
Right.
I still remember that going all day long going, how did he catch the bird to flip it? I go, I don't get it. Because I didn't know this was, this was the bird. I mean, I just didn't know. And I spent the whole day going, God, how did he flip that bird off? Teacher would call me, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I got to figure out this bird thing.
So check this out, random ADD, two different story. Sorry, but I got a text today from Robin. Robin from Media Junkyard.
Yeah, he's already been on the show.
And he's like, hey man, he's like, happy inauguration day. The funniest thing is I started doing a Lost rewatch, and I've been listening to this podcast along with it. Sorry, Jack. Not yours.
Mine's not a podcast.
Yeah, true. And he goes, I'm listening along, and every once in a while they actually pull up the official ABC Lost podcast transcript from when they were airing it around the same time as the show that he was watching. And he's like, in the podcast I'm listening to this week talks about an episode of the podcast from when Damon and Carlton take questions from Comic-Con. Now, you guys might remember I was on the official Lost podcast. And apparently there's this podcast that does Lost rewatches that they enacted. So it goes and I listened to it. It's like, okay, so so you're going to play the part of Chris Skypeck.
Really? Wow.
And I'm like, and because, Robin sent me the link or whatever. And they actually, they reenacted that scene from the official Lost podcast and they're playing me. And they kind of had a little bit of a discussion about it afterwards. But it was called, I think, the Storm podcast, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah. So I just tweeted at them.
I remember correctly. I think they're pretty big.
I don't know if they're ever going to see it, but I tweeted at them like, hey, thanks for reenacting my question from San Diego Comic-Con, brought back lots of memories. Blah, blah, blah.
Now, that wasn't a panel. That was just, was it a panel or?
No, it wasn't a panel, but it was Chris. Chris White.
Oh, Chris White, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so,
my good friend.
It was right around the time where you guys kind of all made that connection. And I think I was...
Where I threw the shirt at him.
Yeah, I think so. I was hanging around and I recognized him and we just kind of started shooting the shit. I think that you guys might have actually been with me when I met him.
It was outside. It was on the line, wasn't it?
I think it might have been actually the year they had a Dharma booth.
I remember.
That'd be 08. It was 08 when they had.
I remember you. Yeah. I remember you talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I met him at the Dharma booth. I think I was with you guys, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to do a quick video with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." And the rest is history. But it's just kind of cool that my name was referenced on a Lost Rewatch podcast. That wasn't Jack.
That's awesome.
I don't think we've ever referenced you.
So.
Yeah.
You had me on the show once.
I did. Yeah, we're to the end. I just finished Across the Sea and What They Died For. All that's left is part 1, 2, and 3 of the finale, and it's going to happen after the week after the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Will join you for the very last one to say he helped you finish it?
I don't know. My goal is to have anybody that was on it I can have like 10. So how many hours? I don't know how many hours it's going to be, but different slot. Like I'll start like at 6:30 to 7:30, 7:30 to 8:30. So you guys can be on it if you want. It's just coming down.
What? Really?
Except Chris, because I have a reference to Chris. Listen to the Storm podcast.
All right, I'm gonna go to the Storm.
I always wanted to return.
They didn't reenact Jay and I's when we asked the question in front of all those people. And I was like shitting my pants because I was so nervous.
They couldn't have anybody with a high enough octave, so they had to
for Jay.
I remember like someone talking about that. It was like a YouTube video about how to properly ask a question at Comic-Con. It's like there's only such a limited amount of people that will rush up there that will actually get their questions answered. And if you get up there and say some stupid shit that we all know about, you're gonna get booed. It's like the pressure to ask the perfect question. You can't get up there and just ask something like, "Hey, how are you doing? Jack and Kate get together at the end. Thanks." Like
people ask those questions.
I know, but this is a waste of time, though. It's like they're not going to answer it, so it's like no, you have to think of like, hey, does Rose and Bernard work for Dharma? Or like, where's the cable go? Like, it has to be a good question.
Well, mine they lied about it. They said no.
Right.
And what happened? They said, "Oh, that's a good idea. We're going to steal it."
Still waiting on that residual check?
Yep, still waiting.
Well, I still have a residual email here, so I was going to make sure that we get to that email.
It's not Maggie's, is it? We don't have enough time.
No, there's an actual second emailer.
I'm kidding, Maggie. I'm just joking with you.
This one comes in. It says, "Hello, guys. First off, hilarious! Exclamation point. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm like Nick playing the ukulele. Yes, he's funny. Chris is like a total badass and love his stories. But I'd have to say Matt is my fan favorite. Because I can relate to him and he's...
Is this another I Hate Jack? Is this another I Hate Jack?
No. Wait for it. And he just seems like a modern day Bob Ross, which I'm okay with. So it's like a weird, like left-handed compliment. Thank you.
Well, Matt, the reason that's gonna get like happy trees tattooed on his collarbone.
He continues. Well, the reason I'm writing you is I want a Jack origin story. I think that would be a good topic. Like, what makes this man tick? Okay, LOL, Riley. And I won't release your last name, Riley.
God, man. Can we go back that far? I mean, this is like
my heart. That's what keeps me going, I guess, right?
That's what keeps you going. Can we go back that far? Is there enough time to fit into an hour podcast?
Well, I've been podcasting for like 15 years, like something like that, right?
Yeah, but you've been they want the origin story. This is like pre-Lincoln. I mean,
we need.
Well, I was supposed to protect Lincoln, but I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I feel bad about that. But man, I've been doing this cleansing. I'm sorry, Abe.
Thanks for the email, Riley.
Can I have the hat? Maybe I could fill up the hat, but no, I got to go use the bathroom. And of course, there's no indoor plumbing in here. I got to go outside and all this stuff.
Randy, is Bob Ross a Midwestern artist?
Very good, Randy. You pay attention. You actually listen to the bonus material too. So I think I talked about that on the bonus.
I think so, but he was sleeping, so he must have went back and listened to it.
So. Very good.
Remember, I said he was sleeping. He was sleeping.
He was.
I don't know what origin. I don't know. I don't think we have time. There's like 5 minutes left or something.
Riley, perhaps we'll come back to this next week. Jack will write down his memoirs and time.
You have to uncode them from Morse code, right?
The Rosetta Stone. Could you still have your hands on your Rosetta copy?
Fuck off. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Wow.
Keep saying God damn it.
For the rest of you're just going to wait out the rest of the show with just your okay.
Hey, can you go back to your original podcasting voice? Step right up, everybody. We're going to talk about the amazing Ramblecast.
I like what Ed Smith says here. He says, we know what ticks him off. Yes, that is true.
That's no secret. I don't have the temper, because my wife said, she goes, I'm glad the kids get to see how you are around the grandkids, because all they remember is angry you. I go, I guess I was angry, but now I don't have to work with the public anymore.
That is a huge
difference, because I'm one of those people. I'm sure Chris is the same way, and anyone who's had to deal with the public, I just don't like stupid people. And I'm not talking about just people who are stupid, people who are just rude in general, people who just are unreasonable.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and it's just like I just got to the point where I said, "Fuck it, I'm not tolerating these people anymore."
There's a really famous song that once said, "Been around the world and found that only stupid people were breeding." Yeah, I think about that.
Did Yoko Ono sing that?
No.
Harvey Danger.
Knew one of you would know it.
It's a great song.
It is good. But that line always
who sings it?
Harvey Danger. Flag poles today. So anyway, it's about that time that we wind down this episode, just so that we can move over to the patron bonus feed. If you enjoy what we do here, and who doesn't, because clearly we've had two emails.
Thanks for the emails. Yeah.
Yes, we do appreciate it. It does make the show fun, and we do talk about what you write off air too. I kid. Anyway, if you want to send us an email, send it to RCADcast at
Gmail.
I'm reading at Angry Charger fan. Not anymore.
Yeah, don't derail me. I'm on the way out.
I'm trying those years.
Shoehorn this puppy of a podcast out the door.
I still can't believe people defend Dean Spanos. You can like the team. I put something on a comment 2 years ago, and some guy out of the blue started on YouTube. He's like, and he goes, "You're beating a dead horse." I go, "Look, dumbass, you're the one that answered my thing, so shut the fuck up." I didn't say it that many words because I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. But go ahead, Matt.
You probably will.
Okay, great. Good.
I'll be Bernie.
Anyway, thank you for joining us live, though. We started this during the COVID quarantine, and we keep going with these live shows. We appreciate everybody that joins us and chimes in. We hope that you join us over on the Patreon feed for our bonus episode, where it is commercial-less. But there are some patrons that make the show possible.
It's humorless too, but that's okay.
Oh, we do. You can go over to jandjack.com. You can click on the Patreon link there. You can also help us out by buying some merchandise. That always puts a little money into the coffers to keep the website and all of the things going. The patrons that make this show possible, I made them themed tonight, inauguration themed, because some of the people that joined us live could have been watching a better show with a lot higher talent.
Who's going to be William Henry Henderson?
I will read off the talent that everybody missed for joining us live. They could have seen Tack Hanks, Eckhart Timberlake, Ed Springsteen, Lin-Manuel Maggie, Joanne Bon Jovi, and just because they missed it this morning, Greg Brooks, or if you prefer, Lady Greg. Thank you for doing what you do.
Wait. No, time out. You had this planned ahead of time?
Yeah, you did. That's why they didn't suck.
I don't know. I thought it was your worst. I'll just say it.
Wait,
thanks.
Did you pre-plan these names?
I did. I did work on them. I did. Yeah.
I think you should get.
I was
that
going to give you credit for having your best list yet, and it has now been stripped from you because you prepared.
I think you should ask God for those.
I can't prepare.
I think you should ask God for those 2 minutes back it took you to come up with those names.
What? You guys are shitting on them. I thought those were great.
No, they like them.
They're good, Matt.
I thought they were terrible.
All right.
They were fantastic, but so is a scripted television show.
Well, tune in next week. We'll be back for another free show. Jump over to the Facebook group, the Patron Facebook group. I will share a link there, and we will start that show probably in about 10 minutes. So
beautiful.
Where we get super serial.
Super serial. This was a great show, though. It was 1 in 100.